What is up? So another day of source. We've got we're on Keep It Deals. Our setup is used. Limit drop interval 3 months. Drop percentage 30% to 100%. $25 to $100, and then we've also got currently want the price under 20, and then the rank bestseller rank at 2,500,000, lowest ever. So, and then we're sorting by sales rank. So we're gonna see the bidder sales rank stuff up top compared to below, and then as said on the other videos, you'll see that these are kind of grayed out. Those are the ones I've already looked at. So we're going through looking for like this one. Well, crappy keep graph, but these are the ones we're looking for, the ones that aren't grayed out. Let's see here. It's only 2 drops in quite a while. We keep it graphs. I'm looking for. I want this type of thing right here, where it's the black line is up here, which is the lowest used offer. It's up here, and then it drops off. That's like a key one that I'm looking for, but this one I'm not clicking on because there's only 2 drops. I'm not really sure how long a period I'm looking at here, but I'm pretty sure it's like a year-ish, close to it at least, and only 2 drops in the last year. That's not cutting it. I'm wanting something that sells a little bit better. I will take a risk on those type of graphs if it's only sold like twice in the last year, if I'm making like a ton of money on it, and also there's not many other FBA sellers on it. If there's a lot of FBA sellers, then it kind of defeats the purpose. Got my coffee for the morning. It is currently 4:11 a.m. in the morning. Beating the kids awake, getting some work done early. That way I feel like I've gotten a day's work done before noon. Sometimes I'm getting up this early and noon will hit, or 1 will hit, or 2 will hit, and I'll feel like what I did, the work that I'm doing right now, it'll feel like it was yesterday. See, the Glynn bookseller, I've been kind of avoiding buying from them because I bought like a book that had the upside down text on it, so very obviously a fake, and so I've been avoiding them. But the dude I watch, the bookseller that I watch on YouTube is Joji Davenport. The last video I watched, he went for him, and apparently was just fine. Didn't have any problems. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and try to get back on it. But we shall see. I'll give him another shot. I'll get another fake book from him though. Cutting them off. No need to be burnt 3 times, you know? twice, acceptable. Mess up once, we've all messed up. You messed up twice in the same manner, at least. Then it's over for me, at least for a supplier. It's like need to move on from those type of people that are not really, I guess, sellers, not people, those type of businesses. Because when the bookseller is very obviously a very large operation that does not really vet their books very well. Dang, I didn't find one thing on the Keep It deals. I was excuse me. I was checking it out pretty hard last night, so that might be a reason why. Check out the first feud and the flip mine. When I'm looking at flip mine, I always look at the used. Whenever I see a low used, I'm always like, yeah, it's probably not going to be worth it. Because even though this one's up here at 49, number one, there's not really a sell. Doesn't look like it could have sold, and Keep It Grass is not showing right. But I'm not trying to exploit the difference between the buy box. I want to see a book that's where this black line, the lowest used price, is up here a little bit closer to them, so that I can see that the price that it's at now is a very undervalued book. And if I buy it, then even if it sells for the low, I'll still be making a lot of money. But oh, dang, sorry about that. I need to wake up. With that being said, pretty much every book that I buy, I'm usually getting it at the buy box price up here. So like this one, most likely, if I bought it, I could sell it for closer to this 89 price. But at the same time, I don't want to risk pulling a trigger on this book and then it not panning out really. Maybe once I just got money to throw around, I can take more risks like that. I swear I'm gonna stop yawning soon. As you can see, I've got Joji Longtail books. I watched one of Joji's videos and he gave me this criteria here. He gave me these. I copied his YouTube video and posted them and used all of his criteria to find some. And it's been yesterday I found like 3 books throughout the day with this criteria. And, Flip mine is definitely, I gotta figure it out more. I've been saying that a lot in these videos. And then like all the flip mine videos that I can look up and find, they're kind of using it for more than just books, which is interesting. Definitely not gonna write that off, but I definitely want to get closer to the figuring out how to use the books more than anything, or I guess media. I've only been doing books. Let's see, like this is a promising one, even though there's only a couple sales rank drops. Like see, like this one right here definitely sold for this 139 price a couple times. 42 is that it sell really well in that time frame every time. September. No, it looks like it's kind of random. There is a newer edition, so that does concern me. What's the prime looking like? Only 1 and 112. Is that the buy box? Nope. 40 is the buy box. Let's look at what I can get it for on eBay. It's 39 with free shipping. Oof. Excuse me. So, this is the hardcover. Yeah, this is something I'll pull the trigger on. Get it for 716. 716. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't put it at the 112 price that one guy's got, but I'll probably put it at like, probably go 75. My thought process on the 75 is like, I don't think I mean, I could probably get it sold eventually for 112, but in my opinion, from what I've experienced, obviously everyone's experienced different things, and everybody's gonna have a different opinion. But if I price it at this crazy high price, and it's only a good book, then I'm have a higher chance of getting it returned. If I can price it pretty kind of low, and some say that 112 has the buy box, and someone's like, oh, there's a $70 one instead, then I'm doing good. I'm not trying to squeeze out every little penny I can. I'm waiting months, Like, if I can buy this book and I sell it for $75 immediately, as soon as it checks into the store, and I sell it at $75, I make $46. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, $46. That's a lot. Like, obviously, I could put it at, well, it was 112, but 110. I make $76. Yeah, I could very well do that, and it could sell just as fast too. I could be wrong in my calculations, but I'm betting that this is more of a $75 value price, because the used looks like the lowest used would be that 40 range. So I'm just kind of going in the middle of the super high price one and the super low priced one, just going in the middle, seeing how it goes. Because I bet you it'll sell a lot faster if I do it like that. Boom, we bought it. Throw it on the charts. Mine, media. Only thing that really does concern me about this purchase is this right here. Is the newer edition. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna pull the trigger and we'll see what happens. Sometimes that's how it is, you don't want to miss out on opportunities, because I feel like that is a good opportunity. And some of these books that have the newer editions, there's other factors that are at play as to whether you'll get the sell or not, and honestly I don't know those factors. So learning that part. But it seems like it looks like this is like a firefighter's, like, I don't know, something you need for a course for to be a firefighter. And those firefighters are rough and tough dudes. They don't really give a crap about looking fancy or having the new textbook. They just want to get their certificate so they can start making money. And I bet you the people are going to buy the older versions just to save a couple bucks, because, man, I don't know who it is that's taking advantage of people. But whenever books come out with newer editions, there's like stupid changes, not even like big changes to the I guess the context of it, or the bigger picture meaning of it or anything. It's just like sentence adjustments and change the wording, and then boom, you can charge $100 more for the compared to the old version. And it's just like, you know it's a scam, really. And don't even get me started on the whenever professors make their own books and require you to buy them. I'm just like, it's a scam. I have a bad taste with. I've been in the education system for a long time. Got my degree and everything, um, and although I am proud of myself for finishing, that's the only thing I'm proud about that. Because I really didn't need it, you know. It was exercise science degree. Pretty much, whenever all you care about is your sport, you take a class or get in a degree like that just to just to be eligible. Yeah, and so now that I have a degree, I got that little piece of paper that says I did something. I haven't really had any jobs asked to look at it. They're like, "No, cool." It's like, so I could have just been saying that I had this degree. I know that's wrong, but it is funny how, I guess, arbitrary the piece of paper is for a degree. Not to say that all degrees are useless, because definitely, like the medical degrees, those are pristine. Like, you're obviously going to be making your money back if you're pulling out loans and stuff. With medical degrees, you're probably most likely pulling out loans, but you're going to be able to pay that loan off if you're smart. However, with an exercise science degree, becoming a PE teacher, you're not really going to make your money back very easily, especially working in this business. The debt to, like, whenever I take out a loan, my prediction doesn't always go to plan, but my prediction is I'm going to take out that loan and then have the products that I buy sold off within 3 months. So I'll have that money back in 3 months, be able to pay that loan off in 3 months, compared to, I take out $10,000 loan for a degree. I can pray to God that I can get it paid off within the decade or two. And even then, no. Alright, so this one, I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger just because it is acceptable. I'm nervous with acceptable. The only time I'll do acceptable is if it's Goodwill. Goodwill does pretty good with under conditioning their books, so they probably don't want to get a whole lot of negative feedback. So whenever they get a good book, they put it as acceptable. That's not always the case. I've had some books that are like, okay, this is definitely an acceptable book with Goodwill, but most of the time they do pretty good. But this is a good book, so let's check out the eBays. Copy eBay. That's it right there. At $54.99. No. Might want to track this though. Yeah, this is a consistently higher priced book. Let's track it for under 10. Whenever there's a book that's consistently up there in price, I'll just throw a tracker on it. I always like to include the shipping costs and then take out acceptable. That way, I'm not just getting stupid alerts. I was doing it to where I did all the acceptables and stuff, and then I was just getting tons of alerts that I would be like, oh crap, I got an alert. Check on it and be like, oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. So every time that happened, I cleaned everything up, took out all the acceptables, and then added shipping, because sometimes if you don't add shipping, sometimes these UK stores will be like, oh yeah, it's $9 and then $34 for shipping. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a little ridiculous, don't you think? But, whoa, this is kind of cool, interesting. The eBay price, used eBay price, is going down at just the same rate as this price. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. Is eBay connected with Amazon? Maybe, I don't know. But let's see here. So we got to sell here, most likely at 23. Sell here at 52, 53, 55. Okay. It's definitely not bad. Well, then what can we get it for here? Current buy box is at $89.99, and look who's got the buy box. Good old buddy Joji. I don't know. He's not a buddy of mine, but he's definitely helped me out tremendously to get my. Let's see right here. Look, acceptable, Goodwill. So I'm gonna be paying $13.03. But Joji's definitely helped me fill in some holes where my business was having some problems I was having. It was like I knew I needed some longer tail stuff to kind of help whenever like I had like a low buying month for like traditional OA products. And books has definitely helped me balance that out. Let's see. 904, that's not bad. Another Goodwill. It's unacceptable. Wish they showed like a picture of it. It's a hardcover. What we got here? It's hardcover. Oof, this is a tough one. I think that I'm gonna go for it. Is Joji the only Prime offer? He is at $89.99. Alright, yeah, I'll go. I'll pull the trigger on this. Buy it now. It's acceptable, which concerns me. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But at 10.01, there's really nothing I can't really go wrong. Joji, I'll probably price it at the same price, honestly. At 89 though, I mean, yeah, he's probably jumped on it right here and been consistently holding that price. I might price a little lower. Sorry, Joji, if you're watching this, I might undercut you. but he's got so much more ratings than me, so he might keep the buy box until he sells out, and then hopefully I can get the sale after he's out of there. I don't know. I might price it the same. I don't know. I'll make that decision later, but we'll definitely go for it here. Grab some cash back here. Always remember the cash back. Man, I kick myself when I forget to do that. Sometimes I'm like, man, just like place like $100 order and I forget to have click that button, and it upsets me. It's like, how do I just keep it on instead of have to remember to click that stupid button? That would be the ideal thing. Come on, Rakuten, figure that out. There's so many things that, like, whenever you get into this business, you see like holes in the market. Like, I swear, if one of y'all are watching this and you're tech savvy, because I wish I was tech savvy, because I think that this is a hole in the market. A pure lister, something that's less, not as high priced. Where did I get that off of? Is that Product Finder? Yeah, it's Product Finder. A pure lister that doesn't have all the other bells and whistles to it. Like, there's Inventory Lab. I use Inventory Lab. A lot of people do. It's great. But the only thing I use Inventory Lab for is listing. I don't use the whatchamacallit, the accounting piece of it. I don't use that. I don't use the inventory piece. I don't, no need. Um, but you're charged $69 a month for Inventory Lab for all those other bells and whistles, and I don't even use them. It's like, why don't you make a lister that's just pure lister, super easy to use, um, beginner friendly, and it costs like $10 a month. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to determine your price, but something cheaper than the others, and all you get is the lister. Like, you don't get any other things. You just get the thing that you're listing. Sorry, it's early in the morning. You're just getting a lister that you're just like, it's like, I mean, I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but there's just no listing software out there that's cheap and is just for listing. It has all this accounting stuff in it added to it and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't need that. I have an accounting software that's a lot cheaper and keeps record a lot better. Like, Seller Board along with my Zero literally is cheaper than Inventory Lab. Both of those tools. It's like, what are you guys doing? But I don't know. What do I know? But this one might be good. But then, like, it's been up here and it doesn't really sell a whole lot. And it looks like when it does sell, it's down there. So nah. But, all right, I'll get off here. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Later.